New Eggo oats and berries waffles are made with steel cutouts and real berries. They're so delicious, even nature won't let go. Lego my Eggo.
We're joined once again by Ray Lewis, but we'll start with Shannon. Shannon, what's your reaction to Cam's comments?
Well, as Skip and I talked in the first block, is that Cam is in a different place at 27 than I am at 48, or Ray in his early 20s. So he's speaking as a brand ambassador, not only of Panthers, NFL, but also of Cam Newton. But I found it very interesting in what he said, something in there, and I listened really closely because I thought I heard it the first time, and Skip, I think you mentioned a little bit. He played it perfectly for both sides. For the black community, he said, as an African American, I'm upset about the injustices and the oppression in my community. Then on the flip side, to make sure that the people that's also purchasing the shoes and the yogurt, we got to do right by our own community. So he appeased the other side. So he's a guy, he's like, I want to be right here. Because if I'm here, I'm upsetting the people over here. But if I'm here, I'm upsetting the people over there. So I just rather just stay here and just, whatever side is getting upset, I'm going to jump to the other side. And whatever side that's siding with me, because I don't want to get too, because like I said, when they hired Frank Luntz and they did the focus group, the word, the phrasing means so much to different people. Because if you read his article, he said, how can something 1/8 inch thick be the difference? Your skin. But that's what racism is. Is that you have a predetermined bias because of someone's skin, because of their religion, because of their orientation. So that's the whole point of being what racism is in its textbook. Yeah. So he wants to appease everyone, but he's conflicted with how I'm black. I know they still see me as black, but how can I say this in such a way as not to offend them, but standing up for the people in my race when I know inequities and the police brutalities and what's going on in my community? So he's conflicted on the best way to do that. I think what he's doing now is that really he's turning off two demographic people.
Yeah. Well, listen. Is there a right in how Cam handles this? No matter who, you said something key, right? He's trying to straddle the fence on both sides. Get it, totally, right? Yeah. He is in a totally different place in life. Right? Absolutely. Young 27-year-old kid at the top of his career. But there's a real issue. As a black man, you're fearful to walk out of your house now because of what's starting to happen. Let me tell you why. Man, I've been doing so much, like, just trying to figure this out, because the reason why Black Lives Matter is because we got a heart. We got a pulse. We're the exact same. But don't make us and trick me and tell me that we're the exact same when you know you look at me different.
Exactly.
You see, that's where the issue is. Don't tell me I'm something and then look at me and then tell me I'm that same thing that I know I already am. So if you can, look, it's 100% okay for you to say, listen, I am a black man. And you know what? Black lives do matter. And they will only matter when we start making them matter just as much as everybody else is supposed to start making them matter. But unless we put some type of face around this to stop, and sometimes, these kids, they get into and they read three texts on Twitter, and if somebody says something wrong on Twitter, oh my gosh, everybody is it's like everybody. Yeah. And it's like, it's honestly, Joe, it's like, really? Because I don't tweet for nobody's approval. Right. I'm not looking for that. But what we are looking for is you hear everybody speaking, everybody saying this, everybody saying this. If you want to do something else, put hashtag solution and then do something. Give me a solution to what the protest is all about. Give me a real solution on how can we solve this. Right? There's a graph. I'm sitting up all night last night trying to figure this out. And there's a graph, right? When you think about what white cops are doing to black kids and what police are doing, period. Since Ferguson,
that was the powder keg. That was the. But see, the thing is, Skip, is that they want to make us think that we are like, hey guys, you're making money. We treat you the same. No. But we see how you look at Skip. I'll give you a prime example, and you're gonna say, I really never thought about it. Think about the terrorists that they captured in New Jersey.
Yep.
Think about the black that killed those cops in Texas. Now, one guy they had cornered, had him pinned down.
Yep.
They sent a bomb.
Yep.
They had never used this technique before, but they sent the bomb around the corner and blew him up.
They blew him up.
Now, the guy in New York that set up the bomb, injured 29, got into the shootout with the cops in Jersey. Wanted him alive. Hold on, wait. I missed Skip.
Okay, but
Skip.
you know how cops feel about cop killers? You know how they feel about cop killers?
Hold up. I got into a you don't think that guy in Jersey was trying to kill them cops? Oh, he was just shooting
Well, he was just, defending himself. But, I mean, this guy had ambushed, he killed 5 Dallas policemen?
But Skip.
I got what you're saying. I'm with you.
He's into a shootout.
Yeah.
But see, that just goes to show. And then when the optics of that, when you see on television, because we're visual. We see. See, my grandpa used to always tell me, he said, boys, I see better than I hear. He said, I told you to take that trash out. You told me you were going to do it. But I still see it in the corner. So I know what you're telling me, America, but I know what I see.
Correct.
I see better than I hear.
Ray Lewis, you have been like a big brother to Cam Newton. Have you discussed any of this with him in recent days? So how did it hit your heart when you listened to what he said yesterday? What did you hear from a young man you know pretty well?
Yeah. I don't want to make this kid, I don't want to make Cam a bad person trying to fix an issue
that's bigger than Cam.
It's way bigger than Cam. This is so big. And whether he says the perfect thing, Skip, a lot of people still going to say he's wrong. I want people to really understand something. When I was growing up, Skip, there were certain parts that they told us as a black people, don't go over there. Right? Understand. Don't never speak back to the police. Do exactly what they say and come back home to me. There was a fear of what cops would do to you because your skin color. Right? And so what I'm telling everybody when jumping on Cam or whatever, listen, if Cam was right, then Cam would have a solution of 400 years. Nobody has that solution. Because if we had that solution, Shay, we'd have been somebody would
there by now.
Yeah, somebody would have said something by now. But I think we keep sometimes, you worry about all these people talking, but I think we keep getting away from the issue. The issue is since Ferguson, man, there's been almost over 2,000 murders from cops since Ferguson. So sooner or later, we have to address a bigger issue, right? We have to put a monitoring system on cops. Period. I don't care. Look, I have so many cops as friends. I have so many, and I'm telling you, some of the most genuine people you will ever meet in your life. They go out every day and put their lives on the line to keep us safe. But there's a real problem within the police system.
Yep. And
the only way that this is going to stop, if they start monitoring themselves, if they go through a 6-month, 12-month evaluation, because what's starting to happen is, when I was young, it's starting to happen all over again. Is that these people who hate black folks, they making it known. And there's no secret no more. The way that they're killing us right now.
Yeah.
And you can ask us to come out with the right statement. I don't think it's the right statement, because if you want the right statement, you might get something totally different than that.
What Cam is gonna have to understand is that no matter what position he takes, he will be disliked. Right? Because we have revisionist history, and everybody like to say, "Well, Dr. King was my favorite," but Dr. King was hated by some blacks. He was hated by some whites. So, and now we look at him as this mythical figure, but he wasn't always portrayed in that light. So what you have to understand, and like I said earlier, if it's not in Cam's heart, if it's not in his conscience, speak on it. Just say, hey guys, I'm not there. But if you say things that you think will make you liked by certain demos, that's where he ran. See, he ran into the problem, Skip, when he said what he said. Now, if he'd have stuck with that, we'd have been. But he said what he said right before the Super Bowl, and then the GQ article with that racism doesn't exist. Right. And now here we are in September. He says, I'm upset with what's happening in my community and the oppression that goes on. So he said this, and this, and they're like, well, what? So what do you really believe? Right? That's the thing. What you believe, stand fast, stand for. And we can live, or Cam should be able to live to whatever he believes. But you can't play both sides, because at the end of the day, you're going to tick off this side, you're going to tick off this side, and the person that's most miserable is in the middle. That's you.
But let me give you just a quick stance on what he should have followed. He should have followed his first 30 seconds. His first 30 seconds was, I ain't read it that much. I don't know that much about it. There's one story, there's another story. So take the approach of Richard Sherman. Don't speak about it. Because if you find yourself in it and you don't understand what's really going on, then you would never figure nothing out. Right? And sometimes there's one thing I told him even last year, Skip. There's one thing I was telling him about. You control that podium. When you step up there, you 100% control that. And that's why you got to be under full control when you step up there before you speak. Right? And if it's anything, because you heard him rambling a little bit, trying to find it, trying to figure out, trying to go on both sides.
If I say this, am I going to upset that side? If I say that, am I going to upset this side? But he's in a different place.
He is.
He's 27. And the 27-year-old is going to have a different ideology than a 48-year-old from South Georgia. He grew up in Atlanta. Now, I'm sure like I said, Cam, if you didn't think racism exists, when you said what you said at the Super Bowl, jump on your timeline. When you didn't handle the way they thought you should have handled the press conference after you lost, jump on your timeline.
I'm going to say this one more time. It's a tough one for me because I'm not black, and I don't for 1 second pretend to understand or feel what any of you are feeling right now about this issue. But I want you to know, I could not sleep last night because I could not make peace in any way, shape, or form what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I just can't comprehend it. I can't compute it. I can't begin to explain it. Maybe because I'm from the state of Oklahoma and I've spent some time in Tulsa. But I couldn't comprehend, after all the outcry that Colin Kaepernick detonated in the best way possible, all the discussion, all the focus on this issue, it happened again in the most blatant way, where this woman, I don't know what possessed her. I don't know if she's racist. I have no idea. Sure, I believe this man died because of the color of his skin, because she reacted to the color of his skin in a way she would not have reacted to the white color, or maybe any other color, but the black color. And he gets tased, which I said, okay, I'm okay with that, because he's walking away and there might be some threat there. I said, okay, I can sort of get that. Then she shoots him, and they let him lie on the ground for 2 minutes, and I'm like, what have we become? Where have we gone? So I get it. When you get out, we come here early in the morning, you get in your car, and you're driving through the darkness, I'm sure you're like, gotta be careful, man. I gotta, if I get pulled over, yes, sir, no, sir, right? I mean, because you're to the point where you fear, I mean, you guys are big celebrities, but still, you fear for your life because you don't trust the people who are supposed to be protecting you, how they're viewing you because of the 1/8 of your skin color. And I am devastated by this because I want an answer, and the only answer I heard was the first time you brought it up on this show. You know, a lot of policemen, they have to police themselves. If you know racists in your department, you have to call them out. You have to, quote unquote, rat on them, or we got no chance. Because if you don't police within your own ranks, if you send these people out with a license to kill, packing, and this happens on a traffic stop, it's going to happen again and again and again. It has to stop, and it keeps happening. The Charlotte incident was a little different to me, and that's why Cam was so conflicted, because I've heard different stories. The family said he had just a book in his hand, but the chief of police, who's a black man, said it was a black officer shooting a black man, right?
Right.
And they're saying, nope, it was a gun. There was no book in the truck that he was in. It was a gun. So I don't know what to make of that one, but I do know what to make of Tulsa. That's so bad for this country.
It is, Skip. And think about this, Skip. Think about this. And you mentioned something in the Tulsa situation. For 2 minutes, they left them. We've seen cops climb a tree that's 70 foot tall to rescue a kid. We see them go in the storm drain to get a kid. They're wade in the middle of a raging river to save a horse or a cow. But a black man laying in the street dying. It did not render him aid.
And he did not die, they said, until he got to the hospital.
Hold on, time out. Skip. Ray, Joy, a kitten in a tree, a dog, a puppy in a storm drain, a horse or a cow in the middle of a raging river, and a man dying in the street. You do nothing. Just give us a little better treatment than you would do an animal. That's all we ask. If you can't look at us as human, take us a step above an animal.
Well, that's definitely not what we're asking for.
Can we start somewhere, Joy?
I totally understand what you're saying. We're asking for equality. And none of us know what's in Cam Newton's heart, but when you are riding the fence on situations like this, you can sometimes end up doing more harm than good.